date back all the way to the late 1700s and early 1800s. However, from the discovery of the Sentinelese people by British colonists, we still haven't gained much more information than what they initially observed. And what they described was a simplistic hunter-gatherer type people that lived on the island's forest and coastal resources for survival. It's been reported that the Sentinelese hunt fish in shallow waters, gather edible plants using handmade tools, and hunt land animals using bows and arrows. Most times the Sentinelese people have been spotted, they've either been naked or minimally clothed. However, some Sentinelese individuals have been seen wearing red paint on their face and body. And interestingly, it's believed by some scientists that the Sentinelese people are actually experiencing something known as insular dwarfism, or the island effect, which is essentially something that happens to a group of people or animals that live on a small, secluded island. Resources are usually limited, and therefore their development and growth is usually limited. And this has been theorized because almost every Sentinelese individual that's been spotted has had a height that's no taller than 5'3" or 5'5". And while these could simply be due to genetic heritage, it is believed that either nutrition or insular dwarfism is at play. From their first observation in the 1770s up until 2018, global recognition of the Sentinelese people, or even North Sentinel Island as an island, was relatively low. That was until one attempt to make contact went absolutely wrong. You see, even though in 1957 the Indian government declared North Sentinel Island be a tribal reserve with a ban on any photography of the island or traveling anywhere within 5 kilometers of the island, that doesn't mean that these rules have never been broken. In 1991, there was actually a notable expedition to North Sentinel Island that was positive and unviolent, one of the only instances of its kind. However, most of the evidence of this trip was actually deliberately deleted. You see, after a group of anthropologists were not only able to make contact, but peaceful contact with the Sentinelese people, they continued to visit them every so often to deliver coconuts and to try to even plant coconuts on the island. However, in 1994, the Indian government deliberately shut down the program as they